My name is Robert Dhumwangi, the Acting County Executive Committee Member for Health Services, County Government of Nyeri, accompanied by my team here, and I wish to put some records straight on some social media circulations that have been going on allegations that we want to put record straight on the issue at hand. The report I'm about to give follows a very thorough investigation and chronology on what happened, what transpired, who did what, and what time. So I want to give a report of one boy by the name Liam Anthony Wachera. Is now deceased, and he was aged 3 years, 6 months old. This chronology will give the true picture as it was and the prevailing situation amidst all what allegations have been made. One is this case was registered at Nyeri County Referral Hospital, was brought to the consultation room where there was another patient being attended to. But that did not stop the clinician from attending to the patient. Now, the caregiver reported that the child presented with abdominal pains for 2 days. Reason for the visit at night, that was the abdominal pain was very severe. On review, the clinician found a stable patient and sent him to the casualty to get paracetamol and ORS, which the caregiver confirmed that the patient got. The caregiver and the child were sent to the lab to undertake investigations. That is the abdominal ultrasound, abdominal X-ray, and stool. Now I want you to capture this. After the caregiver and the child were sent to the lab, the child was not seen again in the hospital until 6:30 p.m. on the 7th of October 2025. That was 36 hours. When now the body was brought to the casualty and registered under a different name, by the name Hiram Anthony Gekaita. The mother of the deceased, Priscilla Wachira Gashinga, saw an affidavit which confirms that the child had died before or en route to PGH, and I have a copy of the affidavit that the mother signed. And on the same affidavit in the OB, the police have recorded that there is no objection because the family does not want a post-mortem done. They said that there is no objection as there was no foul play. We have CCTV footages that indicate as follows. On the 6th of October 2025, at 1:38 a.m., it shows when the clinician saw the patient. 1:43 a.m. to 2:25 a.m., the patient spent time at the casualty. 2:25 a.m., this patient gets into the clinician room. 2:31 a.m., the patient leaves the clinician room. 2:33 a.m., goes to the registration. 2:39 a.m., seen at the cash point. 2:44 a.m., leaves the cash point. 2:45 a.m., heads towards the gate. 2:45 a.m., leaves the gate on a motorcycle. 2:45 a.m. leaves the gate on a motorcycle. Then on the 7th, that is 36 hours later, 14 hours, the body is brought in by the relatives and a motorcycle rider. What does that tell us? This patient was attended in this hospital and given the necessary care. And even at the casualty, whatever medication the patient was given, hakulipishwa. They were sent to the lab. From the lab, that is how the story went. They disappeared and took a motorbike and left, only now to bring us a body 36 hours later. So the death never occurred in PGH, and no further treatment was done beyond that. So the hospital cannot take responsibility to that effect. And the fact that the mother does not even want a post-mortem done now also, and says there is no foul play, and that's a report we have from the police, and that tells you that the family is contented. So the only warning I want to give and caution our people, before we rush to the social media and start spreading information that we don't have, because not even the family members are involved in this game. They have not even come here. I want to appeal to the people of Nyeri and anybody who is seeking services here to give the true position of the story. I want to appeal to our people to give the true position of the story, because when you now get that chronology, it tells you that mtu alileta mgonjwa wake hapa, akaona daktari, akatoka, akaingia pikipiki na akaenda. The next thing you bring a body. That tells you that the hospital cannot take responsibility, because whatever happened outside that gate and that 6 hours later was not at the hands of this hospital. I hope I'm clear to that.
Okay, have you had an explanation with the family, because there's a planned demo on the same in the next few days?
Let the demo take place. It is not, if the family decides to take the demo, they are the same people who went to the police and they say they don't want a post-mortem. They have not appeared again to come and say anything. So why are they asking for why are they swearing an affidavit and saying they don't want a post-mortem? It's because they want to bury their dead, isn't it? That's the assumption. And it is clearly indicated here there is no objection, because there was no foul play. That is as reported to the police. So they'll go to do the same demos. If they do them peacefully, we have no problem. If they bring problems, we'll call the same police to deal with them.
Maybe what the public is having a problem in the hospital is laxity among the staff. Not from this case, but the previous cases.
We could be handling some administrative issues, but I'm now concentrating my address to this particular case. And that's why I've given that chronology, so that anybody would interpret and say where our staff had laxity. Remember, like when I'm saying, that patient was even seen amidst other patients, because there was that pressure to see the patient, right? But when you are sent to the lab and you don't bring back the results to the clinician, and you take a motorbike and take off, you know we can't run away after you and still tell you back to come back to the hospital. And then whatever happened within that 6 hours. Why we are even reluctant is not the family has come even to complain, right? So why are the other people more concerned than the family? So you smell something that all is not well. Somebody is trying to play other games, whether politics or not. I'm just cautioning people. If you want to play politics, you could be eyeing a seat, because the seats will be vacant. Even the president's seat will be vacant in 2027. Play to your game right. Nobody is stopping you from sitting a political seat, but don't joke with the minds and the health of our people. You can imagine how demoralized the staff or the doctors or the clinicians or anybody working in the hospital is, because it is not them who chased them away. It is them who took themselves, and you can't force them to retain a patient here. So the other issues we are still addressing administratively, but those are the allegations I'm saying. Come with facts and be supportive and evidence. So we have all the evidence, the CCTV camera footages and all that, the reports from the clinician, and the whole of this team has been working on that exercise. It's not a one person affair, but that's the position. Tuko sawa?
French.
French yenu nayo ni maneno mengi. Tuko sawa? Ndĩrenda kwaria ũhoro wa gĩtagwo Robert Ithu wa Mwangi hĩndĩ nĩ nyitĩrĩire rũhonge rwa ũgima wa mwĩrĩ thĩinĩ wa kaunti ya Nyeri. Ndĩrenda kũheana riboti ĩkoretwo ĩgĩthiũrũrũka ng'enda-inĩ cia social media atĩ kũrĩ mwana ũtanarorwo wega gũkũ na arakuĩra gũkũ, na ndĩrenda kuga atĩ ũguo ti ũhoro wa ma, na nĩngwenda kũheana rũgendo rũrĩa mwana ũcio athiĩte nĩgetha kũhanĩke ũrĩa kũrahanĩkire. Njuge mwana ũcio aretwo Liam Anthony Wachera, ena mĩaka 3 na mĩeri 6. Mwana ũcio nĩ arehirwo gũkũ thibitarĩ ya County Referral Hospital ya Nyeri mweri 3 wa 10 mwaka ũyũ, kwarĩ thaa 6 na ndagĩka 44 na cia ũtukũ gũka gũkĩa, na akĩrĩa ciringi 100 rĩa registration. Mwana ũcio nĩ atwarirwo kuona ndagĩtarĩ kũrĩa kwarĩ na mũrwaru ũngĩ, koguo akĩrweterera hanini, no na ndagĩtarĩ nĩ acokire akĩmwĩtia maratathi make na akĩmuona, na mwana ũcio gũgĩtuĩka kĩrĩa na thĩna nakĩo nĩ atĩ nĩ araigua ruo haha mwena wa nda, na nĩkĩo gĩatũmĩte mwana ũcio akĩrĩhwo ũtukũ. Koguo na akiuga ruo nĩ rũingĩ. Ndagĩtarĩ nĩ arorire mwana ũcio na akĩona ndarĩ na ũru mũingĩ, na akĩmũhe ndawa twĩtaga paracetamol na ĩngĩ ĩtagwo ORS, oral rehydration salts, iria iteithagia gũcokia mwĩrĩ na cumbĩ thĩinĩ wa mwĩrĩ. Na kuma hau nĩ acokire agĩtũmwo athiĩ laboratory agathimwo, ekwo nyamũ ĩtagwo abdominal ultrasound nĩgetha hahũrwo mbica thĩinĩ wa nda, na haha ũguo nĩ ũndũ wa kĩrĩa wa x-ray na kĩ, na kĩoro nakĩo kĩrorwo. Kuma ũndũ ũcio wandĩkwo na nĩgetha athiĩ laboratory, mwana ũcio ndonekire rĩngĩ. Mwana ũcio acokire kuoneka akĩrehwo thibitarĩ thutha wa mathaa 36 arĩ mũkuũ, na akĩrehwo andĩkithĩtio na rĩtwa rĩngĩ rĩtiga rĩrĩa riuma rĩake, na andĩkĩtwo arĩ Liam Anthony Gĩkaita na ti Liam Anthony Wachera. Nyina wa mwana ũyũ nĩwe Priscilla Wachera Gacinga, nĩ athiĩte borithi na agathondeka kĩndũ gĩtagwo affidavit ya kuga atĩ mwana ũcio akuire akĩrehwo thibitarĩ no ndakuĩrĩre thibitarĩ, na affidavit ĩyo ndĩnayo haha ya kuga atĩ nĩ aroripotire borithi na akiuga ndarenda mwana ũcio ĩkwo postmortem, na agacoka akongerera watuĩka atĩ ndarĩ na thĩna tondũ gũtirĩ foul play. Foul play nĩ kuga atĩ gũtirĩ ũndũ wonekire ũgĩkwo na nduma haha, ũndũ wothe warĩ ũtheri-inĩ, koguo ndareciria kũrĩ ũndũ mũru wekĩkire. Koguo kũringana na position ya thibitarĩ, mwana ũcio ndakuĩrĩire gũkũ, mwana ũcio akuĩrĩire nja wa PGH, na tiga ndawa iria ahetwo akiuma gũkũ, tũtingĩaria ũhoro wa ũtungati ũngĩ aheirwo nja wa thibitarĩ ĩno. Koguo ithe akiuma gũkũ arĩ mwana warĩ muoyo, no akĩrehwo ararehirwo mwana arĩ mũkuũ. Koguo ũrĩa twekĩrire mathaa macio 36 tũtingĩhota kũheana rũgano rwayo. Twĩna kamera iria twĩtaga cia CCTV na nĩ cioete maũndũ maya mothe, mathaa kũringana harĩa onekeire nĩ ndagĩtarĩ, mathaa marĩa aikarire casualty, mathaa marĩa aumire kũrĩ ndagĩtarĩ, mathaa marĩa athire harĩ registration, mathaa marĩa athire kũrĩha, mathaa marĩa aumire arĩkia kũrĩha, ona mathaa marĩa oimire agĩthiĩ arorete kĩhingo-inĩ kana gate, na akĩoneka akĩingĩra nduthi kana kibikibi. Koguo kũrĩa agĩthiĩ na kibikibi tũtiũĩ, na rĩu mbica ĩrĩa ĩngĩronania nĩ harĩa mwĩrĩ wacokire kũrehwo mathaa mangĩ ma thinacara na ndagĩka 14 ũrehetwo nĩ andũ ao na mũndũ wa nduthi. Koguo ithuĩ tuonire kũringana na mbica cia kamera ironania mwana akiuma muoyo na mwana agĩcokio arĩ mũkuũ thutha wa mathaa 36. Koguo ũndũ ũcio ndwekĩkire gũkũ thibitarĩ ĩno ya General Hospital. gukira ingiuria ni mundu wothe araheana maundu na kunja akorwo ena ndeto cia uma na akorwo ni uteti urenda kuhura tiga kuhura uteti na afya ya andu kana maica ma andu uhure uteti waku na uge waku no ndukage guikirira andu meciria moru tondu mwaigua mbica iria ironania haha twina record ya thibitari twina mbica cia CCTV camera na kuma hau mathaa ma 36 tutigihota kwiranira mwana ucio kuri ari. Iko swali? Tuko sawa?